Hello Skillr Boxers, my name is Bekbol Apyshov and I'm an elite amateur boxer from Kyrgyzstan. I've been around teaching people Soviet style and people call me the young Bivol. I've gathered over 100k followers throughout my social media. I have a YouTube channel and I have an Instagram page. There I mainly show and teach people the art of Soviet style, and I also share my journey in boxing in general. And this is the series where I'll be teaching you guys the basics of the Soviet style, and exactly in today's video I'm gonna show you how to perform a Chelnok. I will explain you why Chelnok is so important, how to use it, when to use it, what exactly is Chelnok is. And by the end of the video I'm gonna give you a workout that you can go and do at your home or in the gym, so that way you can sharpen your Soviet style skills. And with that, let's get into the video. Boxers from Soviet countries, they all use Chelnok when they start learning the boxers.
First step in boxing, when you're coming to boxing gym in Kyrgyzstan or in Russia, they are trying to teach you in and out moves.
It's the basic fundamental. Without that fundamental, you're just not gonna be able to learn the Soviet style. So first, let me explain you what exactly Chelnok is. Chelnok is a word, comes from Russian word, which means in the translation is the pendulum step.
The main thing about Soviet boxing style, it's, I don't know how to say it on English, but on Russian it calls Chelnok, when you are moving in and out.
It's constantly jumping and hopping on your feet, but not jumping up and down. It's in and out movements when you're surfing on the ground. A lot of people, what they do when they're learning the Chelnok, the pendulum step, they jump up and down rather of just surfing in and out. That's the biggest mistake they do. So in this video, I'm gonna just show you how to do it properly, so you're not gonna gas out. If you learn it improperly, your endurance will be bad in just one round and your leg won't work. But when you learn it properly, you can maintain the endurance for a long period of time like Dmitry Bivol. It's gonna be more effective with your footwork and you're just not gonna be tired. So let's start with the mechanics on how to do the Chelnok. First, the most important step comes from the bottom to the top. What you will have to pay attention to is your toes. You have to be on your toes all the time, on both of your toes. So you're gonna just lift your toes up, the back of your feet, your heels should not be touching the floor because that way you're not gonna be able to perform and be elusive. So the first step, you gotta be on your toes and it's gotta be slightly tensed up. Second step is that your knees has to be slightly bended. So there is kind of amortization when you're jumping in and out, so there's not much pressure in your knees. So basically, your knees has to be slightly bended like this and your toes slightly up. So from here, now that your toes up, your knees are bent, there goes your hips. When you stand in your fighting stance, the gap between your two legs has to be at the level of your hips. They always have to be the same. When you're moving to the left, right, front or backwards, they always gotta be at the one gap, like that. So here, right now I'm just jumping up and down just to demonstrate to you guys. So from here. So now that the 3 steps are over, everything's completed, you're perfect to go to do the Chelnok. So 3 steps, toes, knees, and then hips. So from here, what you're gonna do is you just start by jumping up and down. So just get a grip of it. So from here, just stand in your stance, your backhand at your chin, your lead arm here, and you just jump up and down here. This way, you are more able to bounce, and with all of the amortization, there's no pressure in your legs. If you do it properly, you're not gonna get tired. If you keep your heels touching the ground like this, it's not gonna be as effective, you're not gonna be as elusive. So that's why you need to be on your toes like a rabbit. So here. Number one mistake a lot of people who are learning the Soviet style do is that they jump up and down rather than jumping in and out and surfing and gliding on the floor. Whenever you're jumping up and down, you are more likely to get caught, and your opponent's gonna catch you even more easier, and that way you're gonna get clipped and you're gonna get knocked down because there's no ground underneath you. But whenever you're surfing on the ground and gliding on the ground by jumping with the micro steps in and out, that's when you have the most effectiveness. So now let me show you how to actually jump in and out. The first step is going to be the leg between your legs gotta be the same when you're jumping in and out. Second, both of your legs has to be touching and being off of the ground at the same time. So whenever you're jumping front, they have to be landing on the ground at the same time. And whenever you're jumping to the back, they have to be landing at the same time. It shouldn't be like you jump forward with your front leg and then your back legs comes, or vice versa, you jump back with this and like that. No, in order to perform the Chelnok in a good way, both of your legs have to be moving at the same time, so there's more stabilization. So from here, like here. As you guys can see, I'm jumping in and out. So there is a rhythm. Stop. So now that we mastered the basics, the mechanics, and how to move in and out, now we're gonna implement movement to the right, to the left, to the front, and to the back. It's the same thing, whether you move to the right or the left, the gap between your legs should be the same. And whenever you're moving, your legs should not come close together like this. So when you're moving, your legs shouldn't be coming close like that, touching each other. It has to be at the same gap like that, here. So let me just demonstrate to you how I move around and then explain you. So from here, you're just moving to the front, to the back, you can go to the right, to the left. As you guys can see, the gap between my legs is the same. I'm on my toes, really light. And from here, just work here. You can go step back, you can go forward, back, here, here, boom. You can circle around like that, or to the other side. So this is what Chelnok is about. It's being elusive, it's being really light on your feet, and actually feeling the rhythm. So now that, guys, you understand how the Chelnok works, how the pendulum step works and what it is, I'm gonna give you a quick workout that you can do in your gym, anywhere, or even at your home. All you need is kind of a broomstick or a line or a barbell so you can jump over it and back. So guys, this short workout is gonna be 4 rounds. Each round's gonna go from 2 to 3 minutes, and you're gonna rest 1 minute. So 4 rounds, 4 different exercises, and that way you will just sharpen your Chelnok, the beginner Chelnok. So the first round is gonna be simple. I want you to just stand in front of a line and jump up and down by focusing, having your knees bent, your toes up, and keeping the same gap between your hips. So you just stand in front of a mirror for 2 straight minutes or 3. You're gonna just jump up and down by keeping your stance in place. Your hands should not be dropping down. So from here, just gonna jump up and down. And then the second round, you're gonna start adding in and out movements. You're gonna be jumping over this line and back. Remember, only one of your legs should be after the line and then back. And the important thing, both of your legs should be moving at the same time. So from here. And the second round, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do double jumps forward and double jumps backwards. So what you're gonna do is you start by hopping on the spot, so you get ready, and from here you're gonna do 2 steps. So from here, 1 and then 2. From here goes to the back, 1 and then 2. And you just go on for 2 or 3 minutes like this. From here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the fourth, last exercise, you won't need a barbell for this. So what you're gonna do is just gonna freestyle, moving forward, backwards, to the right, to the left, and then you go again. For 3 minutes, you're gonna just kind of getting a touch of how to move front and back and to the sides and everything like that. So from here, you're just gonna move in and out, and you start going forward and then backwards and then to the right and then to the left. Here, again, forward, backwards, to the right and then to the left. And then here, and you're just gonna start freestyling around, getting the hang of it. So yeah guys, simple 4-round workout where you do 4 different exercises. That's all you need for the beginning to master the Chelnok. If you want to train and gain deeper understanding of the Soviet style, you can continue your training inside of our Skillr Boxing app. There you will find our Beginner Pendulum Series, which includes 3 15-minute workouts that meant to improve your rhythm, timing, and foot endurance. Once you've completed all 3 workouts and mastered the core patterns, you will have a strong Soviet backbone. And with that backbone in place, you will be ready to layer more advanced Soviet-style techniques onto your boxing game in the future. Become a Skillr Boxer with a Skillr Boxing app. Now you've learned the footwork, but Soviet style has a unique way of punching as well. If you want to follow the full series of the Soviet style, you can find all of the episodes here on the playlist. And if you don't want to miss future episodes, make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification.